Yo people, welcome back to another video. Now, as you may have heard, the Ahsoka show ended poorly in terms of viewership, and all round they got pretty low views compared to what it should have got and what it got hyped to be. So I'm going to give you the reasons as to why I think the Ahsoka show got the numbers it has. And point number one is because Ahsoka is a niche. We have to understand that just because we may have more of the core Star Wars fans and we may know more of them, it doesn't mean every single person is. If anything, more of the core diehard fans are leaving and have quit because of the sequels and other reasons. Star Wars isn't something that is gaining tons of new fans every single day either. Ahsoka just isn't a mainstream Star Wars character. She's definitely not one of those characters that you can name off the top of your head. Darth Vader, Yoda, all those people. Having said that, she is an important character and Star Wars fans like her, but that's only the core Star Wars fans. There are also casual Star Wars fans and the mainstream audience in general that you have to appeal to. Some people didn't even know about Ahsoka being a thing or even existing until she appeared in The Mandalorian. So again, she's not promoted that much because she's only in the cartoons. People don't want to watch such a niche thing because they don't want to watch the Clone Wars, Rebels, which is animated. So it already feels like they have to do homework and research for this show. And to be honest, I feel like you do have to watch the animated stuff to really gain as much as possible and really enjoy the show to its full capacity in general. Point number two, it all leads to the sequels. People are tired of seeing prequels of stuff in Star Wars. We don't see any of these characters in the sequels, so we just have to assume that they died along the way or something else happened to them. Also, the sequels aren't even that good and they destroyed the entirety of Star Wars. All the 40 years plus of hard work destroyed in 3 films, which takes place over 1 year and a bit. It is the dark era that Disney created, so watching this show just reminds everyone that we're getting closer to the worst time period of Star Wars and the time period that ruined everything. The sequels are that bad that people just don't want to watch anything associated to them. So I can understand why they wouldn't want to watch Ahsoka, Mandalorian, all these other things. Even from the casual fans, the mainstream media, imagine being a casual fan. You've just watched the sequels, they're crap, you didn't like it. So you basically have to watch 2 animated shows to understand who the protagonist of the Ahsoka show is, how she works, how she operates, all of that stuff. And one of these 2 animated shows will show you who the main side characters of this show will be. And after all that, you know that this is heading towards the sequels that you didn't like. So what's the point of doing all of that? Point number 3, Disney Plus itself has not got a good track record. Mandalorian season 1 and 2 was good, and that was when those were the only things being focused on at the time. Then season 3 came out, the corporates got involved and ruined everything. So imagine watching all the animated shows and all of this stuff for the Ahsoka show, and you may not even be happy with how the Ahsoka show goes. Mando season 3 became the Bo-Katan show. The Kenobi show was the Reva and Friends show. The Book of Boba Fett became the rule with peace, be happy, be respectful, spread flowers and butterflies everywhere, and get my show hijacked by the character who acts like me and has the cash profitable companion. Andor was written with some competence at least compared to these other shows, but again, the show was for a specific taste when it comes to TV, and we all know that Andor dies in Rogue One anyway, so what's the point, again with the prequel stuff. So why would someone sacrifice their time for the Ahsoka show when it may not even turn out how they expect it to be? I know some people who weren't even happy that the show turned into a Rebels season 5, since it was promoted as the Ahsoka show. They expected to see more of Ahsoka. Point number 4, Disney Plus keeps sticking to the weekly release. With weekly releases, you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Every single week you have to deliver. And some of these episodes that we watch flow better when you watch them together. Some people just don't even watch it when it comes out. They wait till everything has come out to just binge watch the whole thing. But if you get people annoyed with this weekly release thing and episodes don't turn out how they should, then you've triggered everyone because you've made them wait a week, which is 10,080 minutes. For something that's 30 to 40 minutes and you didn't deliver. It just doesn't make sense. This needs to stop. They need to stop being stingy and just release everything at once because you're hurting your own product. Point number 5, Disney Star Wars is always leaving the door open for future events in case they find a way to milk more money off of a particular piece of content or a particular product. Please name me a show other than Clone Wars season 7 where they actually just fully ended the story and didn't leave anything open or anything unanswered on purpose. Point number 6, and it probably links back to point number 2. People just boycott Disney in general after the sequels. And every time something goes wrong, like the Kenobi show, the sequels, Disney just say the fans are toxic, they're racist, sexist, all of that stuff. So they blame their fans for their shit work. Who wants to be a part of something where you pay them for a service, and when it goes bad, not only do they blame you, but they try to ruin your image with fake information and call you toxic, sexist, and things that you're not. It doesn't make sense, and they're the ones being toxic and spreading misinformation to make themselves look good, even though they flopped. But yeah, I know there's more reasons out there, one of them being the whole political side where they push agendas rather than the storytelling, for example, in all these TV shows, movies, etc. But let me know down below in the comments if there are any other reasons as well as to why you think the views have dropped off in general for the Ahsoka show. I personally enjoyed the Ahsoka show for the most part. Some things were a bit dumb or were left unanswered, which is annoying. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Drop a like on the video as well while you're at it, as it helps the channel to grow. I appreciate all the support as well that the channel has been receiving recently. Sub to the channel if you haven't already. We're so close to 500 subs. So if you can help to get there, I'd massively appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you for your time.